Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev, and this is the update Resolute Outfitter by TheLongdark, their latest and greatest update here to end 2016. And what they did was, first and foremost, they put in a new radial system and a completely new clothing system. You can see everything. We've got multiple layers now. Now the big thing that they did that changed, before it didn't matter what you had on, you had a set sprint. Now, the more prepared you are, as you can see here, feels like 1 Celsius to me. I actually had to drop a bunch of stuff and get my sprint just to 65. So hopefully they're going to rebalance this a little bit better. But you know, what can you do? So there's that. That's one of the big things. And then there's this whole new area we have here called Forlorn Muskeg. And to get to it, you can either, of course, start a new game and get dropped in the middle of it, which I would definitely say don't do. There's not a lot out there. There's not a lot of, I didn't find, I don't think, a fully standing building at all. So you're going to want to make sure you're dialed. In other words, you're going to want a hatchet, gun, lantern. Of course, you know, just your basics here. You're going to want all of these, especially the gun. Every time they put a new thing in, there's always extra wolves. It's always so much fun. Make sure you've got plenty of food. Water's borderline. It should at least be 2 kegs. But again, with the new clothing system, it's making it a little difficult. As you can see, here's another little thing of the old thing. And I'll show you guys more of that as we go here. Of course, used 1 piece of firewood, everything to start it. All right, so we are in Crystal Lake. And to give you guys very easy directions, you know the railroad tracks in Crystal Lake. All you have to do is, the dam is that way, so it's the 100% opposite direction of the dam. If you go in that direction over there, you will run into the trapper's cabin. This used to be completely blocked off, and now it's open. So there's usually a dead dude over here. So far I've restarted a couple of times in the testing I was doing, and this dude right here, and he usually has a hunting knife with him. And then of course there are a couple of little spots over here. So let's get on to the new area. Just gotta walk on. Alright. Leaving Mystery Lake. Alright, so here we go into the new area. And of course, if you guys want to see this stuff faster, me getting onto these updates, all that kind of stuff, go over, hit the old Patreon, and hook my channel up. Alright, so here we go. So we got a couple of options. You can go right, you can go left, or you can go kind of straight. I would suggest, I've circled this whole thing more than once, that your first thing to do, of course, would be go down as far as you can. Depending on the weather, of course, keep your eyes open for any and all. I found 2 caves in this area. There might be more, might be less. You will be camping in the snow, so keep that in mind. So probably the easiest thing to do would be go hit this first set of train tracks. And if you just keep running along here, eventually you'll hit something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do cuts here in between, because there's just a lot of what you folks are seeing right now. Nothing, just snow, ice, and then of course the dangers of wolves and bears. Yeah, come here, dinner. Yeah, all right. Great timing. Oh, wow, look at how much meat there is. Oh, crap. I'm going to get launched. I just heard another one. Where's he coming from? Where's he coming from? Ah, crap. Let's hope I can do... Oh, geez, it went right for my throat, huh? That's nice. Ooh, so like I was saying about the frickin' wolves, holy crap. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Did you get mean wolves? Jeez, wow. So like I said, woo, the blood's pumping now. Woo! There's the reason I'm doing this, folks. Okay. And that is because running straight down the tracks, we've actually got ourselves the only place I know of you can really make a good base. Well, no, there's another spot I'll show you guys. But this one is inside, out of the elements. Grab that coal. Poacher's camp. Alright, so we got a windbreaker, ammo, scrap metal, accelerant. Definitely want that. Again, you want to make sure you've got everything you can to start. And now I'm making myself way overweight, but by the time we get out of here, I'm sure I'll probably be underweight. And of course, all this is randomized. Whatever you get in here, I don't need the driving gloves. That suck dick. Okay. But what we are going to do is we're going to start. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, let's throw some accelerant on there too. All right. So at this point, we're going to make camp, and we're going to see if we can find any wood on the ground, branches, other such things, so we can beef up our fire. So hold on, folks. When we come back, I'll have everything set up. So it's a nice, fresh, new day. Kind of crappy out. And we, of course, have our bedroll. And as you can see, it looks a little different. You can now pass time. So it only lets you sleep until you're rested. Then you can pass time. Good thing about passing time is they've got multiple books now that will increase your skills in clothing, cooking, firearms, all that good stuff. There's that. And of course, always make sure you pick up your bedroll. I don't know how many times I've got myself killed not doing that. So let's see, we've got our, of course, same as before when it comes to the fire screen. And then I wanted to show you, and by the way, when it comes to the radio menu, you've got our emergency stim, campcraft, which makes it real easy. You can put a fire where you want, pass the time, put your bedroll down, build a snow shelter, or drop a decoy. I have not screwed around with the decoy stuff or the snow shelter stuff. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of those. And the other thing, and now it is gone, but I'll probably have a chance to show you later, is a little icon will show up here, right, of how cold you are. As it goes up higher and higher and higher, you get hypothermia, you get frostbite. Some more things to keep in mind as you're running around. And also, when it comes to putting new clothing on, when you find something, you guys saw that windbreaker from before, and I can put it on the torso, inner or outer layer. And that's all you've got to do. So you can put it on, which will immediately take this one off, which I'm not going to do. You've got your actions, which is, of course, repair. And we're going to harvest that. There we go. And the other thing... Oh, you got to be kidding me. How can I be over? Oh. But that's okay. As soon as we do cook a little food here, which I would suggest before you go out, you cook and eat something hot, be it coffee, whatever. And I made sure I have plenty of water. So let's eat our hot pork and beans so we can fart all the way around the lake. A little bit of water. Alrighty, and we are good to go. Now, thing you want to keep in mind before heading out, make sure you have enough to start a fire. So you have 1 to 2, a few pieces of wood. I've got 3 here. These are pretty good. I've got stuff to start it with. Of course, things to start it with. As always, you'll be managing your weight. As you can see, I'm going to be running it close, and that's just because these things are so heavy here. But as we get going here, I'm sure we'll have to use them. So let us depart. Along with this update, the head of the studio put a big old letter along with it on Steam, and I'll put a link in the description. Of course, you guys can go read that, where he basically talks about them putting the story mode in, and how they didn't think, because when The Long Dark first came out, it was one of the first, along with 7 Days to Die, to do the survival, and it was completely different than everything else. So the sandbox now, over time, because I've been following this game since it first hit, has really changed and grown, all kinds of different modes. But here we go. Here's the rest of the broken rail cars, and again, there's bits and pieces of stuff, but whoop, and we still can't jump. Oh, never get that. Never get that. Uh-oh. Okay. Really? I can't make it through that space. Okay. He's gonna have to go around. We got some broken metal. Whoop. See, some of this is, of course, it's still early access. You should be able to walk right over it. Come on, you guys got to make it so we can navigate. And of course, the one thing you want to be looking for over here probably is going to be coal. So I already got cedar, but we got more firewood here. And if I pick it up, it's going to put me overweight. Now, more likely than not, if they add anything else, or if they want to put a connected to the story mode, whatever they want to do, they might do that here. This end, you can run all the way down here, is locked. So in the future, they may put something else there. You never know. So when you get to this point, you got a couple of choices. You can go to the right or the left again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the right, and as soon as I come along anything, I will let you guys know. Alright, and of course you're going to want to make sure you're real careful. If you follow this line over here, I think this might be the dead end I was thinking of. Because you basically get surrounded by ice. Yeah, it is. So again, going continuously to the right, this is what will happen, is you're going to run into an area. And you can build a camp here, stay the night. I did the first time. But oh, I wish they'd stop slowing the game down so much. You can't make it up any of those embankments over there on the right. And all that wine, all this out here is all weak ice, so you actually can't even make it over there, which is where we want to go, because beyond that is a bunch of burned out structures with stuff in them. So I'm going to work my way all the way back to the railroad tracks, and we'll go from there. And I had spoken too soon, folks. As you can see, there are bears in this area. You don't want to fight them, I'm sure. Some of the other things that they've been working on that look pretty good is they've been working obviously on the optimization, and it's getting better. It was kind of weird, but if they're going to have this run on Xbox or any of the consoles, they are definitely going to have to learn how to fix that. Okay, so we've got some wood, and it's random in this every time you come out here. Woo! But I will take that ammunition and the pork and beans. I don't have a hacksaw. I'll take the painkillers, and I don't need the wood. Load it up. So we've got over this way now. And I don't think I can run straight across. Watch, I bet you I'll hit weak ice. Yep. And that's annoying. And you're going to find that a lot in this area, that there's... And I understand why they do the whole weak ice thing. I mean, I get it. Alright. Well, we made it over here to the base of the radio tower, shortwave tower. The question is there anything we can salvage from over here? Because we're about dead. Oh, let's see if that's worth it. Okay, he has some good stuff for once. And what is this? Oh, that's good. Backpack's almost... Oh, no. It's not empty. Okay. Don't need the can opener. Well, look at those. If they're not worth anything, we'll toss them. Oh, here we go. Oh, give me that accelerant. Okay. Ooh, some good stuff here. Worn scarf. Loose mittens, worn gauntlets, all kinds of weight. I am way over them now. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to try and find myself somewhere to camp. Alright, ladies and gents. Well, I continued on from that tower where we were last, just running along the coast, and I finally found this place. And there's one other location, but this one has a bunch of stuff here. It has life-saving pallets. You can break these down, you get reclaimed wood. And the last time I was over here, there was actually stuff you could get, but this time, nothing spawned for some reason. Now, there is one more spot for us to go to. Oh, there's somewhere. Come on, give me some food. No, food. Yeah, I've used everything I have to make it to this point, so... Oh, there's some more wood. We'll take that, just in case. We do have another, one more spot to hit. And it's pretty easy to get to. You just gotta make it across this bridge. The only problem, I think, is that this bridge craps out about halfway. Yep. But we still need to make it over there, because there should be something just right over here for us. And you can see the fence outline. Oh, here's one of the spots. Some coal. Oh, wow, an actual drawer. Really? A drawer? That's the only one I've found so far. We'll check it out. Of course, it'll probably put me over, but... Good. Well. Let's see. Can we put it in the inner? Oh, we can put it in the inner spot. Alright, there we go. Made things a little nicer. Hacksaw again, and some more reclaimed wood. Now there is another spot. This isn't it. This is only one. And we were over there, and that is where you get screwed and you can't do anything. So we got a whole bunch of wood. A backpack. Nothing in it. Useless bales of hay. Is that elk? Oh, they're big and nasty. Now you might be able to make it from this way, going up over there. I'm not sure. I wouldn't hold my breath. But this is the other fantastic spot to make a camp out of. Because you can make a whole bunch of different things. What do we got in the drawer here? Oh, I took hacksaw too. You can see. Make a few fun things there. Oh, good. Here's one of the good books I wanted to talk about. Whoops. Ooh, where would that be? Anyways, handbook with information on wilderness survival. Research this will improve your skill. So you can sit and you can research. And it takes 5 hours to research. Oh, it's going to help you with fire starting. So improve your fire starting by 10%. That is fantastic. That means you won't need the fuel that we're always looking for. So what else? Ooh, ski jacket. Yeah, we'll take that. So I did die. I always love when all the prep I do gets thrown away. That's okay. What else we got? I don't need that. Coal. Now, before you just destroy these planks, because you can't use them. Hey, look at that. I would save some. Because we've got a bed, books for fires, crates we can break down. Another empty container. But you can use that to store things. So, this is a fantastic... Oh! You know what? This is like the third time I've come here, and I've always found frickin' books. That was awesome. Really, I didn't need a pry bar last time. Oh! And you always want to crouch, because that looks like a hammer, which we will need, and the ammunition, since we lost our rifle when we died. Ooh, doggy! Lots of ammunition here. Purification tablets, definitely good. Now, if you've been playing around with the game, you would also know that with the forge and the furnace here, you can make stuff. Improvise hatchet, I just need to get more scrap metal. Improvise knife, so you can use those things as you see fit. So there you go, folks. There is a pretty nice, a decent rundown. Sorry some of it was in fogged out conditions, but basically from coming in where we first came in is that direction. So if you were to, let's say we're walking straight in, you can continue along the railroad tracks. When you get to the railroad tracks, you make a right and you work your way down and around, all the way around, and then once you hit the tracks again, you just keep going with the water here on your left, and just keep going till you hit these different spots, and then you'll be able to do even more scavenging. So there you go, folks. Ah, I heard a wolf, and I don't want to die. Go eat that other thing instead, dude. I'm gonna go hide up here. Anyways, folks, please like, favorite, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys would like to see a series where, I start from scratch and I work my way through all the areas. I can do that at this point. And it looks like they're not going to have any more really new content until they release the first 2 stories. And they said that's about 6 hours. Again, I'll put a link in the description with their latest patch notes, because he puts a big old essay there. So please, as always, keep your heads down, your guns up if you've got them. Try not to freeze your butt off. And I'll see you again. Whew. Real damn soon.